Maybe it depends on your location.
Yeah. Alright. Just waiting on, if you're listening to us on YouTube and on Twitch, we're just waiting for Breakman to join us. And
Let's play the commercial to it. One of the song, and that is.
Which song?
The song to Toys R Us.
Oh,
let's do that as the opening.
I don't want.
We need some kind of eulogy for it.
Yeah, that does suck. The end.
Did you see my tweet about the Joe Bob?
I saw something about it, but what was that about? He's gonna
basically the Angry Video Game Nerd interviewed him.
Oh, that's awesome. Joe Bob Briggs is interesting. He's a cool dude.
I'm sure all the horror movies on that channel during that block when he was doing it were censored, but it was still a horror movie.
Yeah. Alright, let's see.
It was like interesting factoids that he put out.
Yeah. Alright, just waiting on break. He should be here any second. Let me make sure he didn't bombard my Twitter. Oh. You know what sucks? Painting sucks.
I had to repaint oil tankers for a job once.
Oh, there you go. Now I see your tweet. I've been painting all week.
I hope your brain didn't get damaged from all the paint fumes.
Jesus, dude, it's crazy. I'll talk about it during the show.
Did you wear a paint mask?
Nope, but I'm not spray painting it. I'm rolling it. So
were you doing this inside or outside?
Inside.
At least it was inside.
Yeah.
I had to do that stuff outside.
Yeah, I wouldn't even touch the outside. Fuck that. Oh, man.
We had to wear sunscreen because we would get sunburned.
Yeah. Just waiting on break. He didn't give you a tweet or anything,
nope.
Did he? Alright. We're just waiting on break. Or, yeah. Let me know.
Do you know who Frank Turner is?
Name sounds familiar, but I don't think I do.
So I didn't know who it was, and apparently King Baby Duck from Electra Sisterhood and Boss Brass Brigade interviewed him. So I asked him who he was, and he showed me a couple of music videos. It's a Christian rock guy. It's like, oh, it's Christian rock. It's like I can't get excited about this at all because I'm not even interested in that genre.
Yeah. That's a shame. I gotta change this stuff up here.
It's like, couldn't you just be a Christian and do rock? Why do you have to do something that's like subtly Christian into your music?
Right.
I mean, there's nothing overly Christian about his music, but you could tell where it's coming from.
Yeah. There's a couple of bands like that I don't mind too much. They make
it's like uplifting music stuff.
Yeah. All right. Let me add break.
And then Rob told me to watch Queer Eye for a Straight Guy because apparently there's this guy on there that I didn't know about. I was like, it might be one of the better reality shows, but it's reality TV.
Yeah.
I doubt I'll ever like anything reality TV.
Break, are you there?
I have the time to spend on watching.
Yes.
Where would to start from anyway?
Yeah.
Tell me what season he's from.
No idea, dude. Alright, are you ready to go, Break? Do you need a second to get all
I'm still loading links and stuff.
Yeah.
Your email is right in the microphone.
We can take a
Tail
second.
down.
We can take a second. No worries.
We can start the show. I'm just gotta load the sites and stuff.
Alrighty. Okay, let's get this party started. If you're just joining us on YouTube and Twitch, what's that?
I said I got something to tweet too.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I know. I don't even know why I bother, but yeah.
Wyland's in chat. What's up, Wyland? I just checked it. Could you tweet Outbreak as well while we're doing the show?
I set it to that. Why is it not loading? What's going on here?
I don't know. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start the show.
Let me get my Ethernet cable and plug it directly in.
All right, Freak 5's in there too. No, please, Freak 5. He says, I
got a question for both of you. Do you call Eggman Robotnik just because you're Robotnik, or do you call him by the name that they've given him now?
Robotnik.
Windows 8 point fuck you.
Freak 5, please don't do that. We really want to keep our lunch today. He says I should tweet a picture of my butt.
Why?
Nobody wants that at all, ever, at all.
I don't like. Could that get you banned on Twitter? Just tweeting your butt?
No, absolutely not. Twitter's one of the few.
Oh yeah, I guess that's there is a lot of like naked shit on Twitter. That's a good point.
Yeah. All right, let's get started with the show, guys.
Yeah, but Twitter also doesn't get rid of chronic abusers.
No, sometimes they do. All right, they should have got rid of Trump a long time ago, but here we go, guys. Break is always complaining about not getting tweets. That's why he wants to send a picture of his ass to you, Break. I don't know.
Oh, well, that's sweet of him to think of me, but I still don't want it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's get this party started, y'all. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. Welcome, everybody, to episode 496 of RPGrinders. I am your host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusty cohorts, Eric the Great, Breakman the Bold. Gentlemen, how was your week? I'll start with you, Break. How was your week, man?
It was a week, and it happened.
Yeah, it did happen.
And yeah, it was a busy week, really.
Yeah.
Sounds like a garbage week.
Yeah, dude, there's so much news politically. We got all kinds of stuff for you guys today. It's going to be a fun show. Eric, how was your week, man?
All right, I guess.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. I had a decent week, but I'll get into it later on the show. Eric, why don't you start us off with the news?
Okay. First on a new piece of news ends with a sour note. Omega Labyrinth Z Western release canceled.
Yeah,
it's like PQ will no longer release Omega Labyrinth Z for PlayStation 4 and Vita in North America and Europe, which has also been banned in 5 other countries, which are the United Kingdom, Germany, Australia, New Zealand, and Ireland. Although technically they weren't banned in New Zealand and Ireland, they were just not marketed there.
Why is it banned?
Yeah, why?
Like we're talking about like a specific place in Ireland too. I think Northern Ireland might have banned the game, but South Ireland didn't.
Okay, not answering the question. Why was it banned again?
Exactly.
It was banned because reasons Sony never actually gave us, but considering its content it's not surprising.
Yeah.
What is the content?
What's Sony's problem? Especially since the team that worked on this pretty much had it ready to go, and it passed the ratings check. When then Sony looked at it, and they're like, "Nope."
It was banned.
Sony of America, by the way, because this game already exists in Japan.
Yeah, it was. I'm guessing it was banned for nudity or underage nudity or underage innuendo.
I don't think. Well, define nudity.
Well, underage.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. What was this game banned for? Why?
It doesn't say.
I guess it has something to do with the age of the girls in question.
I'm reading chat.
Which this game, its sexual content is mostly innuendos. I don't think the only skin it might show is the cleavage.
Yeah, but that's ridiculous. Why?
And I think there is a closed destruction mechanic, but Senran Kagura has that, and those characters are rendered in full 3D. And it has done worse. And there's a scene in Neptunia Rebirth that they didn't even alter from the original Neptunia 2, where two lowly girls get tongue tentacle tied.
So what? Jesus.
So it's being basically, from what I'm getting, it's being banned because it has underage lesbianism. But there's no nudity. It's just them kissing.
It never says lesbian. I never said anything about that.
I thought you said it was two girls tongue-tied.
No, I'm talking about the other game.
Oh.
And I'm not talking about tongue-tied. They're tongue-tied by someone else. Like some big fat guy who's practically a tentacle monster.
Yeah. They're talking about eating ass in chat. Breakman's ass.
Would you like me to repeat what's going on in chat?
Yeah. Go right ahead.
Freak says he's going to stop by my house because I'm grilling out, and he said he is going to slap me, eat my steak, drink my beer, and pinch Mrs. Breakman's ass.
Oh, well,
and he likes his steak medium rare.
Yeah.
As a salt.
What kind of side dishes will we be enjoying this evening? And which part? Wyland responded with, "I just glanced at what you typed. Thought you said you were going to eat Breakman's ass."
Yeah.
So apparently that's what's for dessert.
Yeah, and if I'm Mrs. Breakman, I am definitely getting a restraining order, and not necessarily for just Freak 5, but definitely for Freak 5.
Anyways, what the fuck is Sony's problem? I mean,
yeah.
Get over your mature titles bullshit, and allow even adult content.
I agree. I totally agree.
On your platform, and regulate and make sure the regulatory bodies actually do their fucking job.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
And don't worry about public opinion, because the game is a niche game that's supposed to be sold to a niche audience. Yeah. And if you're going to do this at all, at least do it when it's in the early stages. Don't do it when something's finished.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. PQ said that they're looking at alternative options, like possibly getting a Steam version made, which would cost them money. But the easier solution, for now at least, would be to go to the Asian market and then sell it there, and then people can import it with the English language option.
Yeah. Freak 5 says, have you seen the videos on YouTube of the guy named Tyrone? He walks up to people, slaps them, and says, "I'm Tyrone. I'm here to fuck your wife." Also,
Sony, please let people do crossplay and don't ban your accounts on Fortnite and such.
Yeah. I agree with that, man. That's a whole other debacle. Speaking of debacles, Breakman, next story, please.
Okay, coming to us live from Silicon Era. Fangamer is making a flip grip, vertical grip for the Nintendo Switch. I thought you talked about this last week.
I think we hinted at it. I think there's an update.
Okay, Fangamer unveiled the flip grip this week, a new vertical grip for the Nintendo Switch that is currently being funded on Kickstarter, which we know Frank secretly owns.
I actually talked about this last week, but we didn't have an actual article for it.
Yeah.
Okay. The grip aims to be a comfortable solution for playing games that support the Switch's Tate mode on the Tate. because I really want to say taint mode. The project is a collaboration between fangamer Jeremy Parrish from the Retronauts and hardware engineer Mike Choi. It is meant to support the increasing amount of games that can be played in a vertical orientation, such as the recently released recently released arcade archives Donkey Kong and Ikaruga. Scrolling because there are pictures in the middle of the story. You can't just put it at the bottom. The flip grip is designed to only accept the Nintendo Switch in one direction, 90 degrees counterclockwise. Yeah. The Joy-Cons also slip on the side of the grip like they would on a normal side railings on the console.
This is a neat idea.
I mean, it's goofy, but it works.
Yeah.
There's still more. The flip grip also has the flip grip will also have a slot on the side of the back that side of the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't really make sense. That allows any credit card to be fixed onto the back to be used as a standard for a vertical tabletop mode. The one thing the flip grip doesn't allow is charging the console while you use it. Sorry, weird pause, as the charging port is covered. The issue of ventilation has also been elegantly solved with various slits that allow air to enter in and out of the Switch, which has been verified with tests. Furthermore, the Switch also uses less power during handheld mode, meaning lower temperatures. The Flip Grip project is aiming for $42,500 in pledged dollars, and currently it has already exceeded the goal, reaching $69,629 at the time of writing this. The project does not have any stretch goals, but will be delivered early now that the funding is all but guaranteed. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So you people who want to play your shmups in that vertical way... Yeah, because I can see by their image they show it. It's kind of basically you got some bars on the sides of your Switch.
They should get in talks with some developers so they could develop games based on this thing. Because this would be a convenient way for the Edge and Odyssey to continue to go on the Switch, because the Switch doesn't have a dual screen.
Yeah.
And splitting the screen up in the two halves by having it vertically would be an ideal solution.
Yeah.
As long as you could play it that way, but
yeah, exactly.
You currently can't. But this lets you do that.
Yeah. I like it. I think it's a good idea for shmups and whatnot. Why can't people do things the old-fashioned way and get loans and shit like that to get their shit
shut up.
In fruition? No, I'm serious. I'm just saying, whatever happened to actual capitalism, not crowdfunding capitalism.
Maybe old school capitalism is garbage because it's where we are now because of it.
Well, you got a good point there, man. I'm looking at this Tyrone thing, man. I would not fuck with that dude. That dude looks like crazy. Tyrone.
Is he roided up or something?
He looks huge. I don't know. He does look roided up. But I'll take a peek at that later with
Is that
audio.
in Tyrone or I'm Tyrone?
I'm Tyrone. Yeah, I'm Tyrone. All right, next story.
There's no apostrophe, so it's
Yeah. Next story comes to us from Siliconera. Light in the Dark asks players to try to understand their kidnappers. I looked at this preview of this game, but let me read a little bit about it. Hao Chen Jiang awakens in a strange room, finding he was kidnapped, Jesus, by some mysterious people, including a fierce young woman he can speak with during his imprisonment in visual novel A Light in the Dark. He has a few options open to him while waiting for his family to pay a ransom to his kidnappers. Players have him search around the room for items that can help him formulate an escape plan, although this can be quite tiring, draining his stamina, which players must manage. So it looks like a life simulator with a kidnapping. Another focus is the kidnappers themselves. which the player can speak with. In doing so, they can get to know these people and their struggle to keep surviving. In doing this, the player can perhaps build up a rapport with those characters, as well as get to know why they were kidnapped and what these people hope to gain from it. So that sounds like a decent visual novel. I'd say that's pretty decent. Or what? I don't know. What do you think? Would you play something like this, Break?
I have yet to play one, so I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Eric, you gonna play this?
Maybe.
Yeah. All right. Next story, Eric.
Next story is about 428 Shibuya Scramble. Releases for PS4 in Japan on September 6, 2018. And it's coming out next year in the West. Oh wait, it's also coming out. But apparently we're getting it in summer sometime. So maybe it's a simultaneous launch?
An FMV visual novel? That's different. All right.
I'm gonna assume that like there's a script that goes on and then plays videos when relevant.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Because I remember seeing some images and like some of them are illustrated.
Yeah. It looks okay. I mean, I haven't seen too much on this, but that's a neat idea anyways. Hopefully it'll be decent.
It's probably cheaper than hiring artists to do animated like clips.
Yeah. All right, Break. Next story.
Whatever, I'm complaining in chat. Leave me alone. I'm sorry.
Also, the game's apparently only 3,800 yet, so it's like just under 40-ish.
Yeah. All right, Break.
Coming to us live from RPG site. The World Ends With You final remake. The World Ends With You final remix launches on September 27th. I thought we did that story too.
Yeah, I think we did, but we didn't have the date.
I don't think we had a date though.
Yeah.
So. Okay, well that's the date, and a special edition of the game will also be available in Japan for Japan for 17,000 yen. 17,000 yen, and includes a tote bag, mini soundtrack CD, stylus pen, acrylic art stand, and decal set.
Yeah, not very exciting. Yeah.
There's no date for the US or European releases, but they're probably around the same time.
You know,
the edition is called "It's a Wonderful Bag," referencing the game's Japanese title. It's a Wonderful World.
Yeah. You know what's funny is they have on the right on RPG site that it was originally released 31st of December 2018. That hasn't happened yet. So this game came out. This game came out way before that. So, there you go. All right, next story.
I think the dates got copy-pasted. That's what happened.
Yeah. All right.
It was actually released about 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Eric. Next story.
No, it's actually older than that. So it's like 13 years. Maybe.
Yeah, that's one of those games that I bought a long time ago and I still never played.
It's good. Yeah, it's a good game. It's, it's...
Never got around to finishing it.
Yeah, it's a good game.
I wonder if I should sell my DS version or hold on to it and get this one anyway.
I don't know. All right, next story, Eric.
Next story is about from Komatsu, where a game called The Lion Song, which is a narrative adventure game, is coming to Switch on July 10th. It's going to cost about $10 or £10 or €10.
I like the price of it, but I was looking at the trailer and it's got a very bland color palette. Yeah, so I don't know if this would be
cost down and make everything sepia tone.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this is in the past.
Yeah, it's all sepia. Freak Pipes in chat says at least 20 years ago.
Maybe later in the game it gets colors. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why do you read like the last thing he says instead of starting from the beginning? Because like he has like a string of things he says.
Well,
I was asking about
you like moving on like too fast. What? I wasn't quite finished.
All right, break.
Shut up. We're not asking you about your news.
I need to catch my breath.
What were you saying, Break?
Well, like, you kind of skipped the part where he said he's waiting for his pothead pizza. For his pothead with his pizza.
Oh, I got
and
you.
then he said he remembers why why it's been so long since he ordered from them. And then he says, at least 20 years ago, everyone who worked the place, including the owners, got stoned while at work.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he doesn't order from them because he knows his pizza's never going to arrive.
Hey, those are the
They
best.
might as well just change their name to Pothead Pizza.
Yeah, that ordering
Actually, from
Don't expect
what
the
I hear,
pizza.
from what I hear, all delivery drivers.
Yeah.
A vast majority of them, at least.
Yeah.
So you still get your pizza. Just sometimes it'll go to the wrong address, or it'll show up 4 hours late. There are times where you get it and it's like there's a few slices gone.
No, I would prefer getting pizzas from Stoners because they'll put extra cheese and pepperoni and shit like that on your pizza. So, all right, let's move on to the next story from RPGsite.net. Deep Silver to publish Pathfinder Kingmaker set to release in August.
So it says 5? No.
They announced that they teamed up with Owlcat Games to publish the game. It's an isometric computer RPG based on the Pathfinder pen and paper game, successfully kickstarted in 2017 by Owlcat Games.
So it's Diablo?
Yeah. The game is set to release in August for PC. It looks, I mean, from what I've seen, I saw this trailer too. It looks pretty good. I wouldn't mind playing this game. I have no idea what Pathfinder Kingmaker, the pen and paper, or the paper and pen pencil RPG is like, but from the trailer, looks pretty good. So, and it's got
it could play like Baldur's Gate or Pillars, but
yeah, Pillars of Eternity is pretty good. I started playing a little bit of that. It's good game. All right, next story. Let's go with Breakman.
Coming to us live from. There's a fucking huge ad here. Comes to us live from RPG Site. Jesus, Yokai Watch Blast heads to North America and Europe.
Blasters.
I'm sorry. Yokai Watch Blasters heads to North America, not Blast. Whatever. Nintendo Level 5 announced Yokai Watch Blasters Red Cat Core, and oh my god, I hate it when they do this kind of shit. This is why I stopped playing like the Mega Man Network games, and Yokai Watch Blasters White Dog Squad.
Yeah, but there's like barely a difference between the two.
That's exactly my point. Like, why is there... You don't need to put them in two games for slight differences. Like,
it's to sell more, that's why they do it.
I know it is, and it's stupid.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
It's just a way for them to get money. I hate it, and I'm not about it.
Yeah.
At least Dual Team on DS for 5 was both games.
And the reason I hate it is because these games are generally geared towards children. They're not geared towards adults who can kind of understand that, well, I can get this, and I can, if I want this other character, I can get it, whereas kids are kind
of... Who cares? Why wouldn't you want dogs anyways? Cats are better.
Dogs are awesome, man. I like dogs.
I'm surprised they didn't do the...
I'm
surprised they didn't do the third version with the rabbits.
Yeah, rabbits, and then we'd go on to llamas and giraffes and
either that or this is actually a tweaked version of rabbits where they let you do the rabbits and the cat or the dog depending on what version you get.
Awesome. All right.
I'm skipping ahead. Train with Sergeant.
That was the case because that's what they did for Pokemon Red and Blue, because Blue was basically a retweaked version of Green, and so was Red, but like they were made to be more like Red and Green.
Hey, Freak 5 just exiled you.
Like they basically combine elements of each other.
Eric is exiled. Dogs are awesome, Freak 5 says. So there you go.
What did you say bad about dogs? I didn't hear him say something about that.
He's like, he said cats are better.
Oh, no.
I'm talking about in terms of Yokai Watch. The dog characters are shitty.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, skipping ahead, train with Sergeant Burley to become the strongest Blasters team there is. As you complete missions, gather Oni orbs and items to level up or forge equipment to power up your team. Some mission bosses and yokai are exclusive to each version. Duh.
Yeah.
Trade yokai between versions to collect them all. Duh. You can befriend all friend yokai. That's how this is written. I didn't buff that one.
There's friendly yokai and there's not friendly yokai. That's why.
Yokai from all versions of the Yokai Watch 2 game. Boss yokai, plus the all-new Usa Pion, Blizzy, and more. I don't give a fuck. Link saves... I don't care how you pronounce their shit. I'm moving on. Link saves the data and with a version of Yokai Watch 2 to befriend special yokai, uncover new sides to the story, as well as new yokai, bosses, and missions with post-launch software update.
Looks fun.
Here's what the games are, or what's in the game. Team up for action-packed local and online multiplayer for up to 4 players. Strategize with different battle roles. Attacker, healer, ranger, and tank yokai. Embark on a journey with more than 400 new and returning yokai. Discover and befriend. Complete missions for items and Oni orbs to forge equipment and level up, which I was fucking said already. Experience different yokai missions and bosses depending on the version you play. I think I fucking said that too. Get one of the 3 special yokai by linking data with the version of the Yokai Watch 2 games. Befriend Jimbayan S with
Jibanyan.
I don't give a fuck how you pronounce their names. They're made up. Sorry. Not to insult you, I'm just saying. With Yokai Watch 2 Bony Spirits, Kama-san S with Yokai Watch 2 Fleshy Souls. Wait, that's the best name I've seen yet. Fleshy Souls. Or Komajiro S.
At least it's not Fleshlight Souls, you know.
Why did you have to turn it into something dirty? I know I was thinking dirty, but why did you have to do that? With Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Specters, unlocked the 2 new Oni Crankakai and Lucky Crankakai for even more chances to get hard-to-find yokai or items. QR code patterns and passwords will offer you in-game coins that you can use on the Crankakai. And, yeah.
It's basically a gotcha in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freak Fight said...
This was originally released in Japan as Yokai Watch Busters, and the reason they renamed it the Blasters is because there's quite a bit of references to Ghostbusters in the game. And they probably didn't want to get sued.
Yeah.
In fact, they might have altered the car you ride around in, which does look a lot like the actual one.
Yeah. Freak 5 says, you've been pardoned, Eric, because you saved yourself. Last night while playing Friday the 13th, some chick in the lobby was watching Aqua Teen Hunger Force while playing.
That's a stoner show if you ever seen one.
Yeah.
Hey, I like that show.
There needs to be an ATHF.
It was... I mean, it really brought irrelevant comedy to Cartoon Network, and then it went off the rails after a while, but...
Yeah.
About the time they did the movies when it went off the rails, really.
If you ask me, Adult Swim is a cesspool of ridiculous content.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Adult Swim in a long time.
It's like the only thing going on is Tsunami Block, and the problem with Tsunami Block is they're all the similar type of shows. They're all shonen shows, but they're given later time slots because apparently it's anime, and anime has sometimes violence in it, so it's not quite a kid show in the U.S.
I know. I remember when Cartoon Network used to have violent type stuff. Now, during the days, the closest thing they get to violence is Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freak 5 says, I don't think I've watched an episode while I was stoned, and I loved the show.
Okay, see, exactly.
Yeah.
Meatwad makes the money, G. As he says.
Yeah. Being stoned...
I have no rhythm, I'm sorry.
That reminds me...
I think Adult Swim needs to make another Toonami type block, but have a different type of content on there than the usual. Because I'd like to see something like Sakura Trick on there, or something more recent, maybe ReZero. But no, that kind of I guess they got in their heads those type of shows don't sell or give you.
I don't think it's that they don't sell as much as the action cartoons do.
Yeah.
I mean that's the basic gist of it. The action stuff sells.
Yeah.
So and they got rid of One Piece because it would take them an eternity to put it on TV. And Funimation already has a supply and demand issue for that fix. Like, you could just watch all those episodes dubbed as they get dubbed on their website. You don't have to wait week after week for it.
Yeah, that sucked.
All right, Eric. Next story. Space Ghost.
He says Space Ghost Coast to Coast was awesome too. Yeah, back when they were still kind of young, like in the first I'd say the first 5 years of the Adult Swim was really good.
Yeah.
There was so many good shows like Space Ghost.
I think the last good show they had was like Venture Brothers, which I never actually watched that much of.
And stuff like Venture Brothers. That's when those shows started, in which the Venture Brothers this next season finally is coming out this year.
Yeah.
Excited.
All right, Eric.
Love Venture Brothers.
Yeah. Next story.
Next story is Mary Skelter Nightmares is coming to PC this summer thanks to Ghostlight, and it's probably going to be bad port because Ghostlight doesn't bug fix their games very well.
That's a shame.
Well, I mean, that's their reputation. They might be better now, but I still don't trust them.
Yeah. All right, is that it on that, Eric?
Because, like, even some of their recent output has been questionable, so...
Yeah. Screenshots look pretty. I'm looking at some of the screenshots.
And more importantly, at this point, I'd kind of wait for Mary Skelter 2 to come out, because it has a remade version of the first game with the new mechanics of the second game in it.
Yeah. Freak5 says, achievement unlocked. Derailed RPGrinders from reading the news. Yeah, we only got a few news stories left.
That's like one of those beginner achievements, though. That's one of those achievements everybody can get.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta work harder.
Congratulations.
We already derail ourselves.
Yeah. Congratulations, Freak5. You are now level 1 RP Grinder. All right, next story break.
No, he starts at level 1. He hit level 2. Jeez.
Oh, I'm sorry. No,
that reminds me. I need to write the review for Mary Skelter, but I need to play it a little bit more. I need to find time for it.
Yeah. All right, break. Next story.
Coming to us live from RPG site. Terra Battle 2 will shut down in Japan on September 28th. Well,
that's the life of a mobile game for you.
Yeah. Exactly.
With gacha mechanics at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They make these games, poop them out, and then you buy the stuff to get more stuff, and then that goes on for a while until interest wanes, and then they get a new one.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I find it really hard to spend actual money on free-to-play games.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, you could play a game like Fate Go, and that'd be fine, because at least it has a story that keeps you going, and you could just not spend a dime.
Yeah.
Like I love games like Final Fantasy Record Keeper and the South Park Phone Destroyer, free to play games, but I've yet to spend a dime on either one because I know they're going to go away eventually. You know?
I know that Fate Go is probably going to go away eventually, but it's probably going to stick around for a long time because Fate's really popular and it's not dying anytime soon.
Freak5 says, as much as I have been exiled, I should be at least level.
No, because leveling's, it accrues. Like, you have to... It gets harder to do after you get to a certain point.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
at most, you would have got to, like, level 30 or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like an MMORPG.
Yeah, like, it's like killing a boar in World of Warcraft at this point. Like, once you're level 20, you go kill a boar and you get nothing for it. It's
exactly. How much has Break...
I think the real reason that this game's being shut down is because Silicon Studios... as a game company is ending, and they're shifting their focus to something else entirely.
Freak5 says, how much...
Okay, well, it was a major achievement. I'll give him that. It was a major achievement, but I'm just saying. Now at this point, you're not a level 100 because it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Just saying.
How much has Break spent on Marvel Puzzle Quest, he asked.
Not a dime.
Hundreds of Exiles should be a major achievement. He meant me. I've spent a grand total of $20 on Marvel Puzzle Quest because I've had so much fun with that game that one day I decided, you know what, this game is definitely worth $20 for me. So that's that, but I haven't spent a dime.
I guess that's a fair way to look at it.
Frank, are you gonna play that Marvel Strike Force or
no,
whatever the hell
no,
it is?
No.
But I kind of look at it as if you're gonna spend money that would be like buying the game.
Yeah. Yeah,
you
$20.
Should be able to play that game again sometime in the future if you wanted to. Games are just going to go away eventually because they're mobile, free-to-play shit.
Right, but the thing about that game is...
it could be ported to Steam at some point.
I've got my money worth on Marvel Puzzle Quest for sure. You know what else?
So you're like a baseball organization. You're paying the players for what they did, as opposed to what they can achieve. You're like the Reds, a bad baseball organization.
How dare
pay them
you?
for what they did as opposed to what they can do.
How dare you? How dare you? No, I look. I've had enough experience with that game that $20 is well worth it. If it were to end tomorrow, it'd be all right. It's it's just a fun match 3 game with superheroes. That's it. All right. You know what else might be worth it now, guys? Chrono Trigger patch number 4 further fixes UI and menu elements. Let's see. Let me go through what this 4th fucking patch does. Change the user face, operation method, and screen layout to make it more comfortable to play with controller or keyboard. Menu screen, title screen, including title menu. Jesus Christ, that was fucked up in the game.
Oh my god, like this is the biggest failure in their company's history, I think. Like this is just maybe this is Final Fantasy 11
at all.
I'm sorry, this is Final Fantasy 14 original launch.
Yeah.
The original launch of Final Fantasy 14 and their port of Chrono Trigger. Like this is just atrocious.
Yeah, it's bad. We've talked about this
before.
Fuck
this up so bad.
Yeah. Freak5 says, not to mention how many levels I've gained being on the show, participating in chat, meeting Mug and Frank in person, sending tweets. As much as I have been active in chat, I would have level...
For God's sakes, you're level 100. Jesus, you're pressing this.
Yeah.
It's also sent nudes too, so ew.
I'm not like that dead set against you being 100. You're 100. Jeez.
Yeah. Dude, you got to give it to
you got legendary equipment and everything.
You have to congratulate
good.
Frank for turning 100 too.
100 was many, many, many years ago, Eric. Yeah, Freak5,
you're 500. That's right.
You're like New Game Plus, Freak5. I don't know if that makes any sense, but all right, Break.
I know what you're saying, but no, he's level 100. He's got legendary equipment. He's got the cool looking mount. He's set.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we good now? Is everything good?
All right. Yeah. Now that we're negotiating people's levels of RPGrinders, the next story, Break.
Comes as live from Gamatsu.
You don't even want to read all the bugs or
the
fixes.
No, I already did. That game is not worth talking about now. It's a bunch of shit. All right,
it's ridiculous. Yeah. How did you pronounce this again? Toho. Okay. Toho Scarlet Curiosity for PC launches July 11th. Okay.
That's it.
PC version includes 4K resolution, bullet hell difficulty, and more.
I don't even think 4K resolution was on the PlayStation 4 version.
The game will be launching for $14.99, €14.99, and £12.99.
It's better than the $20 that they were hawking for, or maybe it was $30 for the PS4 version.
Yeah.
Brand new Steam features include revised difficulty levels from the console version, fully featured configuration menu for the PC gamers. I'm only reading the lead sentence and I still botched up.
Yeah.
4K resolution support, brand new bullet hell mode, new achievements, and the full Steamworks package.
Yeah, it sort of looks like cutesy.
I wonder if any of those updates are going to the console version.
Yeah, it sort of looks like a cutesy Nier. I wouldn't mind playing it. Looks good. I'm playing the video now. It's looks good.
Freak pwns.
So speaking of Nier, are you going to pick that up now that's on the Xbox? Break?
I don't know.
Oh man, it's a good game, man.
You probably have to just a sale because it's like $50.
Yeah, plus you know how I play games. I've still got games lined up to play.
Yeah.
That I haven't got around to yet.
Yeah. All right,
anyways,
Eric.
Next, I've been playing a lot of Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Next article. I'll just read the next two, and then we'll be done.
Right, cool.
East Memories of Stealth Setup PC launches July 25th.
Yeah.
It'll be on sale for €24.99, €24.99, and £19.99.
Yeah.
And also include a digital PDF version of the Adults Travel Journal, which was originally included as a part of the limited edition of the PS Vita version.
Yeah.
Which features strategies and artwork.
Yeah. It's a good game, for sure. Memories of Salsetta. All right, next story, Eric.
The next story is that Necopara Volume 1 without the Arrowgate stuff for PS4 and Switch is coming out on July 4th.
Without the Arrowgate stuff, huh?
I mean, you can't have fireworks in this game?
Yeah. What is it? Visual novel or what?
Yeah, it's a visual novel.
Okay. All right. Is that...
But,
yeah. Go ahead.
It says, in addition, the Japanese, English, and traditional Chinese subtitles and language options, simplified Chinese has also been added. And it also comes with the fan disc Necopara Volume 0, which is about the cat girls doing a bunch of cute things before they moved in with the main character.
Oh, okay. I'm interested. That sounds like something I'd watch. All right. Is that the news, Eric? I think we're done.
Yep.
Right? All right. We do have some homie discounts. There's PS Plus games. Let me check out. I think one of them was Heavy Rain for the PS4. Absolver for the PS4. Deception.
That game sucks. Both of those games suck.
Heavy Rain's good. I like.
No,
Heavy Rain.
fuck. Dave Cage can go fuck himself.
No, I like Heavy Rain.
All of his games are basically his personality has been basically like injected into those games, and that's why those games are terrible.
Well,
because he's terrible.
I like Heavy Rain.
I thought it was people had a lot of issues with the controls in those games.
Yeah, well, I liked Heavy Rain. I had a good time with it, especially the.
Those games would be much better if they had a different writer altogether.
I liked it. Heavy Rain was fine with me. There was a downloadable content story that was pretty good. Heavy Rain was the only time like I felt like scared. Like there's been lots of scary games like Resident Evil and and the like, but like it actually like shook me to the core. There was a DLC where you were the chick, I can't remember her name now, but you visited this doctor's house and tried to kind of get some information, and then if you drank the alcohol he gave you, you would you'd be captured and put in
that was
basement.
DLC.
Yeah, I think it was DLC.
Because if it was baked into the game, and I didn't have to go to any menu to select.
It was free DLC from what I remember, but it's good. It was
because
good.
like I think I bought the version with all the stuff in it.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that you had to buy, you had to play separately. But I think the free one's just thrown into the game, so you just went to that chapter automatically.
Yeah.
But
I liked it. But anyways, PS3, Deception 4, Nightmare Princess, and Rayman 3 HD. And for the Vita, you're getting Space Overlords and Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma. So, pretty neat. Pretty neat lineup this time around.
It's like almost as if Frank doesn't know what's going on with David Cage to make him just like retroactively hate the entire output he's made.
I liked Heavy Rain, man. I had a decent time with that game.
Yeah, like you can separate the
I know, but it's like at the same time
person.
it's like
Yeah, I haven't played the other ones that he's done.
I'm saying if you like Heavy Rain, maybe your standard of quality is low.
No,
ouch! Like he's just going right at that
How
game.
dare you, Eric? I have a very high.
I mean, you like
Shut up, Frank. I'm not
you like
talking.
that piece of shit Tri-Ace game, the Undiscovered.
Infinite
Undiscovery.
No. Let's set the record straight, okay? Infinite Undiscovery is not a great game, but it's a decent game, and I had fun with it. So there, and street cred, biatch. All right, I think that's
You just lost it when you said biatch.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, yeah, I got my street cred, and then you had to run it. So.
No, that's even more street cred, man.
Hey, you're showing your age when you try to be like the young people from a generation ago.
How dare you? How dare you? All right, any Twitter questions or comments, Break?
Nope.
Nothing this week.
Nobody wants my advice.
Pizza update. Freak 5 has his pizza now.
Oh, nice. He has his pizza. What kind of pizza? What'd you get on the pizza?
He's getting taco pizza.
Oh, taco. Yum.
We talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
I need to try a BLT pizza.
Yeah. Ooh, that sounds good. All right. What have you been playing, Break?
Oh, I did want to mention it when you're talking about the game discounts and stuff. I just want to mention that Toys R Us is officially out of business.
Yeah, we were gonna talk a little bit about
today is the last day officially for them, so there'll be no more of that.
Yeah. No more Toys R Us. Yeah. All right, what you been playing, Break?
I haven't played much this week, but what I did play was Star Wars Battlefront 2. I really suck at flying.
Yeah.
Really suck at flying.
Yeah.
I mean, really fucking suck. I'm working on it, but really suck.
Yeah.
I sort of have a homie discount, although the sale for it's over. Maybe I'll mention my Sweetos instead.
All right,
I've played a lot of like space flying games. I've never been this bad at one.
Yeah.
Like it's frustrating.
Yeah, because you gotta have skills, Break. You know. I mean, to fly a ship, you have to have certain attitude, like Solo or something. Wyland says he's been playing Fighting X Layer. I don't know if you say EX or X.
It's EX because Street Fighter EX.
Okay.
It's basically Street Fighter EX, but without the Street Fighter because that's licensed by Capcom.
Gotcha. Freak 5 I know has been playing Friday the 13th. Also, he's been playing Monster Hunter World and various games on the NES Classic. He made it to 8-2 on Super Mario Brothers, losing only one life.
Okay, that's really impressive. I could not do that.
I beat the whole game.
Was it earlier in the run or later in the run that you lost the life?
I can't get to 8-2 only losing one life. I'd probably get stuck in like the level 5 or 6 or 7 for sure. I'd get stuck in 7.
Back in the day, I did it. I beat it with one.
Yeah, old school Mario where you can't go back
and stuff.
Yeah.
Where your progress is like forever stuck going right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can't go backwards except on whatever the screen will let you.
Yeah.
The original Super Mario Bros. Is a hard game. It's completely unforgiving.
Yeah. All right.
They made it even harder with Mario Brothers 2, though.
Mm-hmm.
God, I don't even want to talk about that game. That game was like, what the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're trying to make the game hard. Why are you trying to kick me in the balls?
Poison mushrooms and wind that will knock you off the ground.
Yeah. Like, ooh, hey, that blue mushroom. What's that? What the fuck? Okay.
It may be small, or if you're small, it kills you.
Yeah.
Yeah. This game has to be broken. I'm gonna try that blue mushroom again. Fuck!
Yeah. Freak 5 makes a good point. He said a lot of the NES games are unforgiving. Yeah.
I know, it's true, but like, I mean, out of the Mario games, just think about Super Mario 2 and Super Mario Bros. 3 and Mario World and stuff. The original is one of the most unforgiving of all of those.
Yeah. Wyland says, I got the $60 version of FPXL to support Akira, but for others, the 40 version
Arika,
would
not
be...
Akira.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Arika.
Arika. The $40 version would be the way to go. So
are they still going to do that live action Akira?
I don't know, man.
I really hope not.
I hope.
Yeah,
not.
from what I was hearing about it, I hope not too. But
now, Battle Angel Alita is a little bit different because none of the characters in that show were specifically Asian.
Yeah, but it still looks terrible, man. I don't know. I'm not interested.
I don't like I'm not a fan of the making the anime eyes on Alita though.
Yeah.
All right. There's like, if you're gonna do that, you might as well just make it a CG film.
Yeah. All right, Eric. What have you been playing?
It's like, I've been playing more Xenoblade 2. I'm at like the midpoint of Chapter 9, I think. So and there's only that. After that, there's chapter 10, which might be really short and might just be like the last couple boss fights, but and the last couple cutscenes. But I don't know if I'll be doing a New Game Plus immediately though, because there are some blades that you can get only on New Game Plus. I don't think I care enough to do that, at least right now, until I get the season pass, so I can get the other characters.
All right. What else you been playing, Eric?
More Psychedelica of the Black Butterfly, and I played the Bloodstained Ritual of the Night beta demo, which is only available to backers who backed the a certain threshold, which I did. Like, I'd backed the $60 physical copy for the threshold.
Oh, that's cool.
They don't have a demo for consoles. It's just the Steam demo, but it plays like exactly how you expect an EGA developed Metroidvania to play. Yeah. It is a little janky, and I think they could maybe fix the floatiness of the jumping just a little bit more, and maybe the floatiness of the jumping of some of the enemies as well. Yeah. But otherwise, it's still a fun game. So don't expect it to suck. The rest of the game will probably turn out great.
Yeah. All right.
And David Hayter does the voice of Zangetsu, which is cool.
All right. What else you been playing, Eric? Anything else?
That's all.
All right. I've just been playing a little bit of MPQ. I haven't had much time.
I wanted to watch I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
Oh God, I love that movie.
For review for this week, but I'm gonna save that for next week, because then I'll have that and a movie and the review of Xenoblade 2 and maybe even Kirby Star Allies. No, I'll do Kirby Star Allies tonight.
Yeah, man, I've said it before, but that movie has my favorite sight gag of all time.
I was supposed to review Kirby Star Allies like weeks ago, and I kept forgetting to do it.
I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker is one of the all-time great comedies. Like, they don't make movies like that one.
They don't make movies like that anymore. Yeah, it's been a long time since we've got like a good.
I got it from Netflix because I restarted my DVD.com subscription, so I'm getting disc now again. Because like if I didn't, like they would have like canceled my queue, and I kind of want to preserve my queue, so I got the free month, and then I'll cancel the month afterwards.
Yeah. Freak 5 says Break is a thief.
No, he's gonna play Final Fantasy later because again, I talked about this. You don't scroll up far enough.
But he's gonna play Final Fantasy later, and I want the Blu-ray, so I'll have to figure out how to get the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So he told me the party lineup. He's gonna go with a fighter, a black mage, a white mage, and a thief.
I'll be the fighter.
And he asked me what character I wanted to be. I volunteered to be the thief.
Yeah, I'll play.
He's gonna name it after me. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Have you ever participated in like those social network like Final Fantasy themed like runs or something like that?
No, I haven't. And now he's asking somebody. He's asking what you and Frank want to be, and Frank's the fighter.
I'll be
so
the
you
fighter.
Get the black mage or the white mage.
Yeah.
And they aren't using Final Fantasy V class types.
No,
just Final Fantasy 1.
Yeah.
He's playing it on his NES Classic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can buy those now, and I don't really care because the selection of games on there is kind of.
I'm actually gonna go looking tomorrow and see if I can get one.
Yeah. It's like the only reason you'd get one, I think, is so that you can like jailbreak it later. And
no, because I don't own or have never owned most of the games on the list.
Well, I have.
I didn't have a lot of money, man.
Games I really care about on the NES aren't on this thing, and the ones that are stuff I have elsewhere, like on the Wii U Virtual Console and stuff.
I didn't really start making enough money to buy games until I was in like junior high and high school, and by that time the Super NES was out, and so.
Like, it's funny. It's like it's the only.
Not that I got one right away.
It's the only place to get Super C. Actually, no. I think you can get Super C on the Wii Virtual Console, but I don't think you can get the original Contra. It's not on there either. It's like weird.
No, it's not. I have to.
I say original, but I mean like the NES version because the arcade version is definitely.
Freak 5 says, and Chris Rock is in it. How much for one rib? All right, let's Let's move on. No reviews, thankfully. Brakeman.
He says the part of the reason I got one is because I can't trust my son not to add credit cards to any other system we have. I don't have to worry about the NES Classic.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good reason.
You could buy an NES Classic as a training tool for your kids, though.
Yeah. All right.
Well, there's so many good games. There's one Super Mario Bros., Super Mario 3, Legend of Zelda, Donkey Kong, Mega Man 2, Pac-Man, Final Fantasy, Metroid, Kirby's Adventure.
I would have put Mega Man 3 on there instead.
Ninja Gaiden, Super Mario Bros. 2. Okay, let me see. So far I've owned just 3 of those games. Dr. Mario, Punch Out, Balloon Fight, Donkey Kong Jr., Zelda 2, Excite Bike, Ice Climber, Kid Icarus, Double Dragon 2, Bubble Bobble. Okay, there's another one I own. Techno Ball, Castlevania 2, Mario Brothers, Super C, Galaga, Star Tropics, I did own that one, Ghost and Goblins, and Gradius.
Wyland says he's about to add another 30 games to his, so he's
buy one, jailbreak it.
Yeah.
So, it's like, but at that point though, it's like maybe like with the SNES Classic, you could spend $80 to get one of those and jailbreak it, put other things on there, or you could just buy. Like, you could spend $180 to buy the SNES Mini Analog NT, which is a much better like hardware-based emulation.
Yeah. But $180
because it's actual hardware. Plus, it does let you load ROMs onto it.
Yeah. All right.
You could just stick whatever cartridges you already own into it too. So and there's room for firmware updating.
Oh, that's nice.
It's also easy to jailbreak, too.
All right, Break, what is your stinko this week?
Okay, I actually want to read something for you guys.
Okay.
A news article and I want to read all of it before anybody says anything.
Okay.
This comes to us from the New York Post.
All right.
A woman forced ex to have sex holding machete to his face, says the cops. And that's the headline. A Montana woman broke into a man's house with a machete, ordered him to take off his clothes, and forced him to have sex with her, police said.
Why couldn't the article just say
Eric, hang on.
Said nothing until I am done.
Yeah.
Please. Okay. Samantha Ray Mears, 19, was charged Friday with 2 felonies, aggravated burglary, and assault with a weapon, as well as several misdemeanors for the incident at her ex-boyfriend's Great Falls home. Mears reportedly broke into her ex of 7 years' house Friday while he was away. When he returned, she confronted him with a large knife, demanded that he take off all of his clothes, and ordered him to lie on his bed. Fearing bodily harm, the victim complied, and she proceeded to remove her pants and climb on top of him. Mears then began to engage him in sexual intercourse, all while holding the machete. When he tried to get her to stop, Mears refused and bit him on the arm. After she finished, she sat naked on the bed, brandished a weapon. At that point, the victim was able to take several photos of her, which he turned over to the police as evidence. When an argument ensued soon after, an enraged Mears ripped a piece of trim from the victim's wall and deliberately urinated on his bed. The ex-boyfriend was able to alert authorities after claiming he needed to call a friend and escaping from the room to dial 911. According to the Tribune, Mears was also arrested in April after a previous argument at the victim's house where he grabbed his hair, hit him in the face, and attempted to strangle him. Now, that's the whole article. Can you tell me what word was never mentioned in the entire article?
Rape.
Yes.
That's how bad rape culture is in this country. We don't even want to say the word rape. We don't want to acknowledge something is rape. And when we do, it's like we say it isn't.
No.
Especially when it's somebody who you don't expect to do. Especially like when it's say a man being raped or somebody in the trans community being raped. Yep. Something that people don't want to like deal with. I guess they can't understand that that's rape too.
Yeah, see, that's the thing I was going to say, Break. There's a big distinction between when a man gets raped and a woman gets raped. We just kind of brush it under the rug. It's sort of like those stories of these teachers, these women teachers that are having sex with underage boys. It's the same thing. Like if an older man had had sex with an underage girl, it's the same thing as a woman. And the thing that I hate the most is the sentences for women is a lot less harsh for rape and underage sex and stuff like that. It's a total double standard, totally. And you're right. The media has a hard time calling a spade a spade.
And I'm not saying this.
They also have a hard time
prevalent
calling
as
white
women being raped.
supremacists.
Yeah, that's true too. But you know, it doesn't. For men being raped, especially by a woman, that's a very rare circumstance. But at the same time, when it happens, it's not treated the same.
Yeah,
they're also always calling terrorists lone wolves.
Yeah. This is ridiculous. I totally agree with that, Break.
I never said what mage I wanted to be. Did somebody already take red mage? Because I'd take red mage.
No,
he's going with a black or white mage.
Oh. Did somebody already take one of those?
No.
I'll go with white mage. Just so somebody needs to heal you.
There you go. Let's see. Reading chat. Never stick your dick in crazy, Freak5 says. But if you do it at her house. That way she doesn't know where you live. That's sound advice.
And white mages get the holy spell eventually, and they can use the spell to harm undead creatures.
Yeah. All right. Eric, what is your stinko?
This weather.
Yeah.
And Toys R Us closing.
Yeah. That really sucks.
A number of other issues related to government, which are probably in yours, so I'll leave that to you.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit going on in the government. Melania wearing that coat was awful.
Yeah, that was last week. I forgot to delete it.
Yeah, I said at the time, and more than likely I'm wrong. It's just conspiracy theory. But at the time, like, she knew that looked bad, so it's like, look, Trump is wearing this to make her husband look bad. Maybe.
Well, you could look at it that way, but I think Melania is just as
because she's not stupid like him.
No.
She married him for the money, and she knew exactly what she was getting into.
Yeah, but I think she's pretty complicit in all this shit too. She could be a little more
probably.
outspoken.
That's what I'm saying. Like, conspiracy theory. Maybe maybe she's against. Because I know there's been a lot of rumblings that a lot of the women under him have been. While that was going on, which thank God is not anymore, but while it was going on, they were a lot of women. For instance, Huckabee Sanders refused to do any press conferences while it was going on. She didn't want to fucking answer questions about that.
Yeah, no, of course not.
And from what they're saying,
she would have lied anyway. So
well, there are rumors saying that even her some from family members and stuff that she was against that too. Like, she was heartbroken by it.
Wow, bullshit, man. That motherfucker has no problems lying to the American public. Every fucking day.
Come on, even horrible people can have at some point see something that's like, okay, I hit my limit,
Break if putting kids,
I mean, come on, honestly, you see something that horrible, that's okay, I can't do this anymore.
If putting kids in cages is still lied upon, then I don't know what to say to anybody like that. Sarah, I call her Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
I'm not saying this is true. I'm saying these are rumors. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, Frank. I'm not trying to defend her.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm saying these are what the rumors are.
Yeah, I hear you.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not defending her at all.
And by the way, those rumors that you talk about, Break, a lot of time that's bullshit that the person themselves puts in the media's ear just to make themselves look better. So, I mean, this whole presidency has been defined by a bunch of leaks, right? I mean, we get leaks every day with some stupid shit. But let me move on to some more stuff. Speaking of politics, Trey Gowdy's a piece of shit. He wants. This is the guy that was on the Benghazi thing, right? And for 2.5 years, all we heard about was Benghazi. And now the motherfucker is turning around and berating Rosenstein for the Mueller investigation, and it's been what, a year, a little over a year, and there's been indictments. The Benghazi thing turned up nothing. No indictments.
You're talking about hypocrites and politicians. Like,
yes.
Really, like, what a shock.
Trey Gowdy.
I'm just saying, like, it's they all are hypocrites.
Trey Gowdy is one of the biggest hypocrites.
But I'm not trying to diminish this.
No, that's fine.
It's just like they're like, oh my god,
yeah,
you're right. Like, he's a terrible hypocrite.
I totally agree.
But for instance, like Mitch McConnell's, he's like, we gotta do our jobs, and we gotta get a guy in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when the shoe was on the other foot, you're the guy who was saying, no, we gotta wait. We gotta wait. It's sickening because that's how politics is.
Yeah. You're right. There's a couple of other political things that are going on. The Kennedy judge retiring is not a good thing. This was super bad timing because Trump gets a chance to pick another justice. I hope that the Republic or the Democrats do the same exact thing that the
from what I've been reading, like, online too, like, if they don't, basically there's going to be a revolution as far as, like, in the Democratic Party. Like, if the establishment does not stop him from getting somebody in there, like there's going to be a revolution in the Democratic Party. All the old people, hopefully. A lot of them will get out. At least the ones that can frame themselves as not innocent, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure Nancy Pelosi will be back because she's Nancy Pelosi, and they just keep voting for her. Because
I hope
Nancy
not.
Pelosi.
I'm hoping.
I'm tired of all these old people. Like, everybody who's been.
Here's the thing.
I don't know. Like, there's some wisdom in being old, but at the same time, we've dealt with so many intolerance from these.
You don't get an excuse just because you're old. You know, like old ass Republicans like Mitch McConnell have no business being in the Senate in the year 2018. The guy's like what, fucking 75 years old or something. Like this is just. And
my problem, and not I should say my problem isn't really with age. It's more with how long they've been there. Like, guys like McConnell have been there for so long. He doesn't know what it's like to be an American. He's completely fucking out of touch with what it's like to be any one of us. And I think that's the way for anybody who's in there for too long, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree. Freak5 says, I remember, Stinko. I still haven't gotten my fucking loot crate this month. Get on it. Tell him. He also said I spoiled...
that's his Stinko, but wait till we get the Sweetos, because Jesus, he's got a list.
Yeah.
Sweetos. I shouldn't say Jesus. I should say Jesus.
Yeah. Woo! Another quick couple of Stinkos. Yesterday, it was a record 105 degrees in Denver. Yeah, it was nasty. One of my plants did not like it. A couple of my plants almost kicked the bucket. So... it was vicious yesterday.
How was the humidity?
No humidity, luckily, because it's always dry here in Colorado. But it was just hot. Also, last Stinko.
It would have felt like 115 here.
Yeah,
because of humidity.
Yeah. Also, I want to say that painters are fucking scam artists for the most part. They wanted to charge my parents $4,000 for painting the inside of their house.
The fuck? Is your parents live in the biggest mansion I've ever seen?
No, it's a larger house. It's not, like a mansion.
They have 12 bedrooms and 42 baths.
No. Freak Pipe says it's so hot. Frank's pot plants are smoking themselves. No,
I just imagine a sign in the front of the house, called the Ramos Estate.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
You mean it wasn't your tomato plants? Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely not tomato plants. No, it's legal to grow here, so I'm growing my own because.
I know. Just giving you shit.
It costs a lot of money for weed. It's not cheap. So I'd rather just grow my own shit and, whatever. But anyways, $4,000 for painting. So I'm like, fuck that. I'll just paint it myself. But that being said, I'm like probably 2 days away from like getting the majority of it done, but it's tough.
It does take a while to paint something, but still, $4,000, you fucking fisted my asshole.
So I'm really? I did it for them for just.
I mean, like, really, did they pull your pants down and try to stick their fist up your ass?
They might as well have. I mean, they might as well have given me a rim job for $4,000.
I'm sorry, but hours, man hours, and the type of work you're putting into, paint can't possibly cost that much. They have to charge that much.
No, I'm doing it the whole house, not charging them for labor. Obviously, it's going to cost me less than $500 for this entire house, and it'll look nice. I already did like 3 rooms. $4,000, but damn it.
That's wow.
Yeah.
So, like, how much are they paying their employees there? $40 an hour or something?
Jesus, I don't know, man. That's crazy. 'Cause it was only supposed to take them, like, a crew of 3 or 4 people, like, 3 days. But damn, $4,000. It just sounded excessive to me, so I told them I would do it. And that leads me, like, all the political stuff leads me to my Sweeto. There was actually some good news on the progressive front. There was a primary in New York where Joe Crowley, I forget what district he is in New York, but he was like an incumbent like 10 times over, and he lost his primary to a 28-year Latin woman named Ocasio-Cortez, who wants Medicare for all and wants to abolish ICE, which should be abolished because ICE was made in 2003, and that's when
basically post 9/11.
Yeah, it was after 9/11. They created ICE for domestic and international terrorism, and ICE has been a complete and utter failure. So if you're in New York, good on you for voting for Ocasio-Cortez, and hopefully she beats the shit out of the Republican, and she can become the new face of the Democratic Party. Because I tell you what, the faces that they got now, Breakman said it, Pelosi and Schumer and all of those pieces of shit are spineless human beings that don't know what the fuck they're doing, or they do know what they're doing. I was trying to say
Mitch McConnell, and then I like choked on my beer a little. So
yeah, and Mitch McConnell. Fuck Mitch McConnell too, and Paul Ryan. I'm so glad.
Yeah, like these guys who've been. Well, he was one of those guys that was in there, and then he left, and he came back. Like, those are the worst, you know?
Yeah, for sure. All right, break. Did you have a Sweeto?
Before I get to my Sweeto, I'm just going to read Freak's Sweeto because he's got a paragraph here if it will scroll. He said he got awesome pizza for dinner, the NES Classic, good beer. He was off work today. He caught the latest stray living under his neighbor's porch and took her to the no-kill shelter. And he just realized it's almost the end of the month, and at the end of the first quarter, I've been at my job, so I've been at the end of the first full quarter, I have been at my job, so I should be getting a bonus next month.
Yeah, nice. That's holy shit. That's a nice list of Sweetos there.
And so my Sweeto is, and it's a tempered Sweeto because there's some stinkos attached to this Sweeto. Mm-hmm. They have finally announced that the Halo show is finally coming.
Yeah, on Showtime.
Yeah, that's part of the stinko. It's coming to Showtime.
Well, but Showtime is good, man.
Showtime has a habit of canceling something before it's ready. Not giving it time.
They need some hits, man.
Does Showtime have like a digital storefront?
Yes, they do.
Is there an app on the PS4 for it?
Yes, believe there is for the PS4.
What about for the DC?
For sure for the PC. For sure.
No, DC, I meant.
For
the DC Comics.
Oh,
do they have an app on the PS4?
I'm not
sure. That's the beta for that DC universe isn't even out yet.
Yeah. Freak5 says Showtime shows boobs.
Did you know anything about that though?
Yeah. Indeed, Showtime shows boobs. No, yeah, I know, but I'm still mad at them for canceling Ash vs. Walking Dead. Or Evil Dead. Walking Dead. Ash vs. The Walking Dead.
That was Stars. Stars was the one that canceled that. Not Showtime.
Stars?
Yeah.
Oh.
Stars.
Yeah. I'm really.
Oh, never mind.
Now it's on Netflix, but there's not going to be another one.
Showtime is a good channel.
Look, that's good. Good. Phew, that's one of my stinkos is no more.
Yeah.
But the other thing I'm worried about, so the Halo show will have boobs because it's on Showtime. The other thing I'm worried about is that the Master Chief isn't even going to be in it, or just have like relegated to a bit part of some sort. No.
I think it'll be okay because
I don't know. Like I kind of feel about like not.
Why all the Spartans look the same? The design of the Master Chief is generic as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's the Master Chief, and as a Halo fan, like the Halo fans, we want the Chief.
Yeah,
we've played with the Chief. We know who he is. Like he's not a man. He doesn't say a lot usually.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
But he's the Chief. But the problem is, I feel if you don't add the Chief in here, it's like putting. It's like making a Dragon Ball Z show and not adding Goku.
I think you're gonna be okay.
He's the main character. Like
there's enough characters in that show that they could do a show without Goku.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing. Like
Dragon Ball doesn't need Goku, but for some reason they think that it does.
Yeah.
Or you know what? It's also like the new Mega Man cartoon. Like like me and you, we want like the traditional Mega Man. We want Mega Man. Instead, we're getting like here. This is they can't for some reason give us what we want. The first time they try to give us Mega Man, they give him muscles and shit.
Yeah. No, I think we're gonna be okay.
They emphasize the man part in that show.
Hey, Eric.
I just mean like as a Halo fan, like give us what we want. Give the Halo fans what we want. We want the Chief.
I like Halo 2. I'm a Halo fan all the way back to 1 and 2. But I think they could get away with doing it without Master Chief, just because that universe is pretty well thought out. If you think about it,
I mean, I assume that's what they're doing. This is going to be something probably starring ODSTs or maybe the Spartan 5s.
Yeah,
something like that.
Or they could do a lot of the books. The books are the books are pretty good. So. Mm-hmm. There's plenty to work with.
It's kind of how I feel about like the new. I haven't watched it, but the new Krypton show on Sci-Fi. I'm just like I want Superman in the Superman universe. How come we can't get Superman? How come we get stuff like Krypton?
Here's his dad.
Or for instance Gotham, which is a show I like, which is crazy fucking bonkers. They've been hinting for a year and a half now. That
also on Krypton, they don't have powers. Like the only reason Superman has powers is because of the way the sun works on his body.
What were you saying, Break?
Like Gotham, for instance, they've been teasing us for about a year and a half now that they're going to have Batman. Mm-hmm. Well, they're finally going to go into their last season, and they're probably going to give us Batman in like the last episode.
Oh, brother!
Like then they'll transition to a Batman show.
I don't know. Like I wish it'd be something like that, but that's not really what's happening. The show's just like they've only given it 10 episodes, and that's it.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's done with it. Yeah. But like, why can't we get Batman? Why? I don't understand.
Yeah, why can't there be a Batman show in Batman in Gotham? Yeah.
And Gotham is an enjoyable show, and I like it. But like, why? You know what I mean? Like, why can't we get what we want?
I know.
I
think we're more likely to get like a Bloodhaven spinoff where we get to see Nightwing.
Yeah. Freak5 says, so the Halo show with boobs, he will become the master chef. He will serve the younger soldiers meatloaf with the side of wisdom. He also says, I have Krypton recorded. I haven't started, but it's supposed to be awesome. Been loving Gotham. Every season has been better than the previous. So, Break, do you have
and I like Gotham too, but I'm saying like the show's gonna end, before we truly get Batman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many goddamn superhero TV shows. I don't even think I want to start watching any of them.
They're all pretty good though. Like
it's almost like comic books now. It's like it's impenetrable to get into them.
Yeah, they're good though. They're doing good work with all those series, especially the DC stuff.
And I signed up for the beta of the DC universe. Awesome. I definitely want to check it out. And like the Marvel TV shows, I'm not all the way through Luke Cage season 2 yet, so no spoilers. But so far, really fucking good.
Especially since most of these shows are all spread out, so it's like,
No, they're all good though in their own way, man.
I know. Like, for instance, like Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.'s a fucking fantastic show. It has nothing to do with any other like superhero shows for the most part, you know?
Yeah, it's
kind of off on its own. And
did anybody like Arrow when it was out?
Yes, Arrow's a good
I love
show.
Arrow. Arrow's still
on Netflix.
Yes, it is
on Netflix.
Yeah. There's a
Arrow and like the DC Arrowverse on those channels, like Black Lightning. They just added to it.
Yeah.
And next season they're going to introduce Batwoman.
So that's good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Eric. Any Sweetos this week? I didn't see anything.
I want to mention a deal I found.
Oh, okay.
I got The Evil Within 2 on PC for $10 on Newegg.
Holy shit, that's a good deal. I got
and not only that, but it's actually the physical disc release, which is really just a code on a disc.
Yeah.
So I won't need the disc after I install it. But I guess you could still use a disc after that at some point to reinstall at some future point. But
that's awesome. That's really cool. All right, let's move on to our free-for-all. Eric, this is it's interesting. I read this article. Gaming bar bans...
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I'm going to probably have to either get the code off the disc and just enter the code or find a way to get my disk drive working because I disconnected it somehow and I don't remember how to put it back together.
Yeah, let me read this story, Eric. The free-for-all this week is Gaming Bar Bans in Japan. Kyoto and Kobe video game bar managers arrested for alleged copyright violations. They have arrested 4 people in Kyoto for allegedly allowing customers at their bars to play video games without the game maker's permission in what is believed to be the first such arrest in the country. Kyoto video game bar manager Ryo Koishima, 32, was taken into custody Tuesday on suspicion of copyright violations, while Yuki Nishio, 32, who managed another bar in the city, and his brother Haruto, 29, not related to Naruto, were arrested for similar violations Wednesday. The 3 are suspected of renting video game software and allowing customers to play them in April without obtaining the permissions of Nintendo and Capcom. Police have confiscated a total of 30 game consoles and 1,100 game titles from the 2 bars. The bar run by the Nishio brothers was believed to have had monthly sales of $13,600. Separately, the police arrested Hironi Kin, 31, the president of a video game bar operator in Kobe, suspecting his bars installed game hardware for home use and allowed customers to play popular titles such as Capcom's Monster Hunter World and Nintendo's Splatoon 2 in April. The arrests were made after the Association of Copyright for Computer Software issued warnings to video game bars nationwide earlier this year, and Nintendo and other game makers lodged criminal complaints against such bars. This is
it's not even a cease and desist. It's like, go ahead and arrest this guy.
Yeah, see, this is what I have a problem with. This is in Japan, the Japan Times.
It's weird because like these people have apparently been doing this for like a decade or so in some cases, and like Well, why didn't they ever bother till now?
Well, maybe they didn't find out until now, and maybe the laws changed.
And as far as I'm concerned, you're not allowed to rent video game software in Japan.
Yeah.
Or is it somehow different for people in Japan who own bars? Are they allowed to rent from some service?
See, this is the problem I have with it. Like, the problem. The
feds are on to you.
Yeah,
and more importantly, why are they renting them? Why aren't they supplying their own consoles then having people play the stuff that they have?
Yeah, this is the problem. Like, I don't begrudge Nintendo and Capcom complaining for this reason. Like, sorry, I'm getting a cramp, guys. Cramp in my leg.
You have to fight for your copyrights and shit, dude. Cramps
suck. Yeah. The problem I have, like, I wouldn't have had a problem if they had a bar that was like, you go there and you play consoles, right? Because that's like going over your friend's house and playing his Nintendo.
That's kind of what the place that I went to a few weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty awesome. They had arcade machines and consoles.
Yeah. That should be legal everywhere, all right? But when you start charging people for renting their stuff, that's the problem, and I think that's what this is intended to curb, and they really shouldn't.
I wonder if the model that this bar used would work.
Apparently, because of this, people that have had consoles on their bars decided to I think they either shut down or they got rid of the games because they didn't know if they'd go after them and confuse them for rental people.
Yeah.
At the bar that I went to, the rule was you could come in, you could play whatever you want as long as you're buying alcohol.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would work.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look at their laws to kind of understand everything with this, but I don't see much wrong.
If not, we need to copyright real quick.
I'm going to be going on. Well, hopefully going on to Q&A Quest podcast next Monday.
Awesome.
And somebody who lives in Japan is regularly a guest on that show. He might show up on that episode.
There you go.
I'm going to ask him about it then.
Yeah, like I said, I think
copyrighted it. They can't get any money without our
consent. About it this week because I am the one that showed them the article. So
here's the thing, though. Like, I think this is slightly a little too harsh. You shouldn't be able to just go in and arrest somebody. You should give them, like what you were saying, Eric, like a chance, like a cease and desist. And then if they go and do the same thing after that, then you can fine and arrest somebody for breaking the law. But I just think it's a little too harsh.
This is typical Nintendo behavior, though. It's just like, we don't want you making money on YouTube from our games unless you go through our stupid, shitty creators program.
Yeah, I know. It's a bunch of shit with Nintendo. Capcom's not much better either, but anyways.
Capcom's a little bit better, though.
Yeah. All right, I think that's all we got this week. You have anything else, Break? Anything else?
Wait, we're still on Sweetos, weren't we?
We did your Sweeto already.
No?
And I did mine.
That was a free-for-all.
Yeah.
Oh, that was free-for-all?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I was paying attention to chat, I'm sorry.
That's all right. No problemo.
Wow, that was free-for-all, huh?
Yeah. Pour one out for Toys R Us, for sure. I mean, that's sad. Anything else, Eric? Do you have anything else?
Not really.
All right. Yeah, plugs.
Oh yeah, a review. I got a review for Kirby Star Allies. I completely forgot about it.
Okay, go ahead, Eric.
Kirby Star Allies is the Kirby game that released on the Switch a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And much like Return to Dreamland, it has 4-player co-op. Local only, though. But that's to be expected, because Nintendo doing online with a game like that probably wouldn't work out so well.
Yeah.
But in this game, it kind of calls back to the N64 Kirby game, because you can throw a heart at an enemy, and then that enemy will become one of your co-op buddies, because they could have up to three other CPU controlled characters, or other people can play those. But that's how you get friends on there. And when they're all on the screen, the game actually becomes ridiculously easy. But I can imagine if you're playing with other people, there'll be chaos element, though, because everybody's probably trying to do their own thing, and you might accidentally cut something that's a platform, and then you can't get the other thing. Mm. But if you're playing by yourself, though, it's like they usually do a good job of like doing what you want them to. Like you just might have to wait a couple seconds. But it's still a good Kirby game, but I'm sure it's more fun with other people. But it's kind of a remix of all the other Kirby games that are released, like in the last couple of years. But I'd say it's a step down from, let's see, Kirby. So I'm gonna rank Kirby's this way. I'm gonna rank Return of the Dreamland at 1, and then Kirby's Triple Deluxe at 2. No, Robot at 2. The Triple Deluxe at 3, and Superstar Ultra. Both of them count, I guess, as 4. But I'd put this at number 5.
All right. Okay. So what do you?
It's not a bad game, but it's definitely one on the weaker spectrum.
So it's like a 6.5 then, something like that.
7.
7. Okay. All right. Fair enough. All right. That's all we got today, guys. Let's see. Break plugs.
I would just like to say in chat that Freak apparently wants to. Was thinking about renting a billboard because they are cheap in his area. And then he realized that he could get a panhandler on the freeway off the ramp for $10 a day to hold up a sign advertising his shit.
Yeah, exactly. maybe the panhandlers can hold up a sign of a penis for $10 a day. That might work out.
Well, that's what I want to put on the billboard.
Yeah.
See, we gotta figure out the way to work it in. So they like Freak says, you gotta get past the sensors. You gotta work it in there somehow.
Yeah.
But basically, just for $75 to put a giant penis on a billboard.
Yeah.
A zombie penis.
Yeah. Exactly, a zombie penis.
They
have zombie penis dildos. I don't know if you guys ever seen those, but
no, I don't think I need to either.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, exactly. All right, break plugs, please.
You can follow me at break_ on Twitter or break_man on Twitter, and at RPGrinders on Twitter. But nobody else apparently does, so no one cares.
Well, send us.
Although I was thinking this week we should do it's one of the gift cards we're going to give out on the 500th episode, which we're almost to. Yeah. 4 more episodes away. I was thinking maybe give one out to the best Would You Rather.
Oh, that's a good giveaway. So tweet at RPGrinders your best Would You Rather for the show, and we'll decide collectively which one is the best. If you're the
any Would You Rathers that you send me starting now, I'm not going to read until the 500th episode.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
So this starts now. How's that?
So a month of this. That's awesome. That's a good way to do that. Define best. Freak 5 says. Jesus, his are awful. I think Frank is speaking from experience about the zombie penis dildo. No, absolutely not.
Freak, since you were the only one who sent us Would You Rathers for a long time, best might be just you.
Yeah, probably. Nobody listens to this show, man. I mean, come on. All right, Eric, your plugs.
I'm going to plug the sites I've written reviews for. BostonBashRPGA.com, TotalEachGame.com, VogNetwork.com, and HonestGamers.com. On BostonBashRPGA.com, I've got 2 reviews up of Touhou. I actually just called Azure Reflections, but I want to mention that it's a Touhou project game. But other than that, I've got Space Dave, which is basically a parody of Space Invaders with the Dave character that Choice Provisions made, and it's like, this is a game that somebody on Weed was making, I guess, at some point. It's supposed to have that like old school vibe, but like they juiced it up to like 12 on the nut scale. But it's not a bad game. But it's like Space Invaders if they actually destroyed the platforms you ran on, and then you had to jump over them, which is hard to do once they start getting destroyed all over the place, because like Space Invaders, it gets faster and faster. But other than that, I did a revision of my East 8 review for my opinions on the Switch version, which is up on Totally GN.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
There's also my YouTube channel, Funny Teen Man, where I recently uploaded a video of possibly the worst Oreos ever.
Ooh.
The kettle corn Oreos.
Oh, yuck.
I don't really show it in the review, but after I had done the review, my stomach was in knots for several minutes.
Ugh, that's gross. All right. Anything else, Eric?
It was like eating butter grits.
Yuck.
That's how awful it is.
Yuck.
It was a cookie?
Yeah.
Oreo.
That's what they've done to Oreo? Why do they have to keep tinkering with something when they... You got it right the first time. Can you just stop?
Yeah,
Anyways, I got a different set of Oreos, and these ones are the Thins variety, but there's pistachio flavor, which you can only get in the Thins version.
Yeah.
Which should be much better experience because pistachios are good.
Yeah. Freak 5 says, so the would you rather that doesn't involve sex with relatives, dead relatives, sex with dead relatives, sounding, bodily functions, pegging, sex with Trump, sex with Clinton,
Yes.
Exiled. Freak 5.
Let's just say yes.
Yeah, exactly.
He asked me. He asked me, what do you define as the winner? I said the best. He's like, what do you mean? Like the grossest, the funniest
Whatever.
type stuff.
Yeah.
The one that we enjoy the most.
Yeah.
So, you know, be creative. Yeah. None of those.
Here's another
I
giveaway.
beg you, God, none of those.
Yeah, exactly. Here's another giveaway that we can do. The person that gets exiled the most in chat that day will get a gift card. So, also, nobody gave us any title for the medieval Mexican movie that I want to make. So make sure you tweet at RPGrinders. For your favorite medieval Mexican title to a movie that I'm gonna make someday. So there you go. No trains or police. You're exiled again. Freak 5. See, Freak 5 is getting warmed up for episode 500. He's already.
I already bought my alcohol. My alcohol of choice for 500 is going to be Red Moscato.
Oh,
no,
nice.
Pink Moscato. Sorry.
Nice. I'm gonna go with tequila. So, Bridget is exiled. She says, I'll just mention Twilight. You're exiled. Out of here. Yeah, exactly. All right. That's about all we got this week. You can follow me on Twitter at RPGrinders. You can also follow us on Twitter.
Twilight or 50 Shades?
Both. They're both awful. Probably
he said
Twilight.
He gave us the title last week, but he doesn't remember what it was. Neither do I.
I don't remember. You're going to have to tweet at RPGrinders, Freak 5. I don't remember. Let's see. What else?
Yeah, I need to remember to tweet this out, too. I'm writing it down. I am.
Yep. At RPGrinders on Twitter, at Frank Branches. Make sure you check us out live every Friday at 7 Eastern on YouTube and twitch.tv. So yeah, join us in chat, especially for episode 500, because we'll be giving away a few gift cards to your platform of choice. Anything else, gentlemen?
No.
4th of July is on Wednesday, but I'm not so sure I'll care about it because
I
all the
don't.
bullshit that's going on.
I know.
It's like, what is there to celebrate? They've ruined the country.
I just love the 4th of July. It's my favorite holiday. I gotta go buy
The
some
only thing I can look
explosives
forward to
and
is hot
blow shit
dogs.
up.
Yeah.
Burgers.
Freak 5 says, LOL, Frank exiled Bridget. He must have ran out of boner pills. You are exiled again, Freak 5. If I'm not working that night, I might have to call in. That would be awesome.
Also, it's on a hump day, which means I get a day off work, then I have to go back to work.
Yeah. Freak 5 says Pornhub gift cards. I guess if you want a Pornhub gift card,
wait, they have gift cards in Pornhub?
I don't know. I guess
I almost guarantee they do.
Yeah. We will accommodate
stuff, that is.
whatever you want. $10 gift cards will be given away, and
Porn companies are smart, man. They know how to
I'm surprised they don't
market
call
their products.
them used cards.
Exactly.
And Pornhub may be the biggest of all of them. So they know what they're doing.
Yeah. All right.
You know what? I'm gonna go look. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing it on this computer. I'm not putting porn on this computer.
Yeah,
ever.
don't do
Never
it.
risk
Don't
it.
do it. Don't eat the red pill. Whatever.
Wait, no, I want the red. The red pill's the one that wakes you up, right?
Yeah. You don't want the red pill because then you'll turn into an alt-right piece of shit.
I thought like the red pill would take you back into.
Don't eat the purple acid.
It was the blue pill that. Is it? Am I confused? Do I have them backwards?
Don't eat the purple acid. That's about it. Okay, guys, stay safe this weekend. We want to see you back here next week.
I'm just saying the red pill means something different than today's social context.
Yeah. We want to see you back here next week. Until then,
Well, hold on. Before the show ends, what do you mean? What's different about the red pill?
You turn into a misogynist gamer that probably is a part of the alt-right.
Why do they have to ruin everything?
Yeah. Exactly.
Really? Do they have to ruin everything?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Exactly. Stay safe this weekend. Stay safe on 4th of July. Till next week, we are out. Sort of. All right, Wyland and Freak 5, thanks so much for joining. You guys were awesome as always. We'll see you guys next week.